Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Apple and Tesla on the daily, weekly time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, beautiful retrace here guys to the next leg down. We're into support. We filled the gap. We're trying to hold the 50 MA. This is the daily time frame, guys. Actually, we were 982 down, a little bit down after hours, 46 million shares traded, 4.62% red on the day. Pretty good sell-off day, guys. Why? SPY, IWM, everything sold off. This thing was chopping around up here. Why? The SPY and everything else was chopping around too. SPY, IWM sells, boom, we're going down. Q sell, DIA sell, IYT, they're all selling today, guys. For the most part, everything's going lower, unless that something had news on it or something, all right? But we did fill the gap. We got the little bit of bounce, all right? And we're into the 618 retrace from this low to that high. If we open up this fib, all right, let's go to the last previous low down in here. So now we're from the high to the low, a little bit wider of a time frame, all right? Going back, a couple months into June. After that, that should have never have happened, this whole rally, period. And that's why SPY went up, Apple went up. Earnings crapped out, retrace crapped out. So this retrace brings us into the 382. It's holding up here okay. You're still above the 150 and the 200, so it's still looking good. But you still have that trend line down here, guys. This one here, and you had the big trend line up here with the trend line where it was holding this. All right, look at that, right into it, almost 215, lights out. SPY moves up, this can grind higher. SPY moves down, this can grind lower. Let's get some news. I mean, they're throwing the China stuff out there. Markets are insane right now, guys. Go check my live session out today. It was pretty good. We had a lot of fun, guys, looking at a lot of different things. But if you want some trade ideas, go to my live session. It's a couple hours long. Look for those. That's why subscribe, guys. Like the video, all that good stuff. All right, Apple, though, daily. Let's see what we get next week. This was a good reversal. I mean, we wiped out 1, 2, 3, 6 days up, almost wiped out one candle daily. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly time frame, a little bit different story. You're still above all the MAs, still in a strong stance. You still had the gap up, came back in, nice retrace up. If you take the short-term retrace, we're right back to the 750. All right. Actually, 750, if we take the short term, actually it's harder to see on the daily, but you guys get the extent of it. If you go from this low to that high, you're still at the 750. Even on the bigger and wider time frame, you're still there. Let me go back to the daily. I want to see something. Yeah, because we're down here on this one. We take it. Yeah, so both got to the 750. So that's a good area of resistance. So that's something you want to look at to possibly short Apple. We have no position in this, so I could give a rat's ass. We are short the indexes, though, guys, with share positions. Rocking and rolling them. We were long, or we're still long gold, too, from 111.80. That was my entry price for the GLD for my members back in August of last year. 111.80, guys, in the GLD. A trade that keeps on giving. So we're holding it up here. We're going to have to see what we get next week. If we get another one of these outside red bars, guys, we can easily be down in here and then watch the trend lines. All right, watch these areas. That one's a little bit steep, but that's something to keep an eye on. What else with Apple? Double top, couldn't get above that, but we did change the trend a little bit because we made this and then we broke through it. It was on earnings, came right back in, but we still broke the high, the lower high, the lower high. We did make a higher high here, or a higher low, I should say, because that was a low and then it did this and then it came right back in. So we're still stuck below the 215. That's your key area, and then 222 for the bulls. For the bulls, you got to get back above this pivot 215. If it can't do that, and if this thing starts to slide, you better look out, because I think the 200 is coming right back fast. You'll have a lot of support, but it's all political crap. But the markets, the SPY and everything, still at all-time highs. Why isn't Apple at all-time highs, guys? It's one of the leaders. So that's something to think about on that one, all right? All right, let's look at Tesla. No position for me with Apple, like I said. So I could care less either way. I just get a lot of people emailing me, hey, Bookie, can you do Apple and Tesla again? Come on. I'm stuck in Tesla. I was chasing. It's like, I know. You and a lot of people, guys. All right, so Tesla, daily chart. Let's go into the daily. But 1075 down, 140 down, 8 million shares traded, or 8.5, 4.84% red on the day. And this one's just beating the bulls up again, guys. They were really taking you to the house here. And look at that. Look at those retraces. Everyone chases, they dump. Everyone chases, they dump. Everyone chases, dump. I mean, this was just a chase dump fest all the way to the lows. And then out of the blue, the SPY catches the bid, just like Apple. Everything went up here. This month and a half. Look at most stocks, guys, from June all the way to mid-July. They all went up. Why? The SPY, the IWM, all that went up. It's a market trade. That's why when I say on StockTwits, hashtag market trade, everything's trading with the overall indexes. This is back to double bottom, guys. If you take the fib from this high to that low, you're at the 618, which is a big Fibonacci level for support and resistance. Right now, we're into support. Next area is around 200, and this gap fill roughly around 197.11. I still think we're coming down right back down to 180. Market sell, SPY and everything, we will be back at 180, if not lower. So be careful with Tesla, guys. $10 down, getting an ass kicking again. We talked about 180 support. Go to all my videos, guys, as this thing was tanking. We were telling 180, 180. All right, well, sorry, I missed it by $2. It was 178. You know, I mean, hello. That's what I had. Someone email me. Hey, Book, you didn't even hit the bottom. It was 178. And I was like, all right. Perfect. You know, whatever. And when it back up, we talked about 260. That was the next area of resistance, guys. And it's easy. It just comes from these trend lines. Let's go to the weekly. You can see it a little bit better. Here's the trend line. That was you had this. You had double bottom. You have this big trend line. You had a gap fill. You had a ton of stuff here. If it didn't bounce here, you better look out. It's going to 143 this. But we got the bounce. If this thing snaps back and comes right back down and breaks through this area, 143 is coming, guys. There's a big gap fill right about here. Right about 151-ish area. And then you got 141 with this pivot. It's not going to be pretty if it breaks through this area. And the SPY and everything's dumping, guys. It's going to be lights out. Bulls, you got to turn around. You got to get this thing going. You're breaking below this big red bar, too, which is even uglier. All right, this is the weekly time frame. Let's go back to the daily. We'll get back into the ugliness. But there's your areas. You still have a couple gaps to fill down here. We talked about this one, too, back at 179-ish. Gosh. Down, sideways, now it's chopping. This one ends up at the lows, right at the breaking point, guys. So if you're trying to go long on Tesla, be careful. SPY needs to go higher. This will go higher. Or they get buyout news or something. Who knows? I think they threw out something with Volkswagen this week. It's like, really? It's like, throw it out there. Hurry. SOS, you know. Give it a lifeline. So without him tweeting, a little bit tougher because he usually comes out, hey, don't short my stock. Guys, this was one of the best shorts ever and one of the best stocks ever to trade. 100-point moves, guys, up and down. These were like 30, 40-point moves. That's incredible. Incredible action. Let's go to the weekly. You can see some of the time frames a little bit better and see what I'm looking at here. I love the bulls. Oh, I'm a long-term holder. Okay, well, 2014, this thing was a $222 stock, and it's below it now. So if you were holding from 2014, this area, you've gone nowhere. If it goes back to 180, you're all the way back to 2013. What is it? Mid-July? Gone actually in the red. Or no, not in the red yet if you bought back here. You're up a little bit, but it starts hitting this, hitting this, hitting that. Holy cow. Don't turn an epic trade into a turd. If you're in from $80, you should have been out up in here. You had 3-4 chances, and then look what they're doing to you. And you can't be a pig. Long-term holding. Well, we'll see about this one. Because right now it's getting the beat down, guys. All right, and if the markets get the beat down, this is going lower. Everyone tells it's a long-term hold. Really? Well, it's gone nowhere for 14 years, or since 2014 now, guys. So, and they got the other bulls. Well, we pulled off profits here, and we bought the dip, and we pulled profits. No, you didn't. You're holding there going, holy shit, what's going on with this, all right? We did the short buy. We even shorted, bought. We even did that. Look at the channels it's giving you. And then it pops up here. What did it give you up here? Another big, massive channel. You can go right there. Look at these moves. And then nice dip, and then it bounces up. But you're getting what? 377, 300. These are like 60, 70-point moves. This is a 50-point move. Come on, up and down. Trade this damn stock, people. You trade this thing, you got in and out, or you bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold. That's 3 times. Bought, sold, 5 times. Getting 50-point moves. 5 times. That's 250 points. You could be in a trade right now for free. What's your average price? 0. Why is that? I traded 7 times. for $50 gains. Look, that was 5 over there. Buy 6, buy 7, sell, buy 8, sell, buy 9 times. This one here, 58 to 80. Hello? 60-point move, 70-point move, same as these. So that's all I'm saying, guys. Just trade this damn thing. Man, it's one of the best trading stocks. Now long, I'd kind of stay away. A lot of bad news coming around this one. So I think a great company. I don't know. I don't read about it. I don't do any research about this company. I have no idea. I look at the charts, guys. I could care less what they do. I hear they're bleeding cash. One guy, he used to be a big CEO for a couple of these companies out in Silicon Valley. He's telling me, hey, he thinks it's even a scam. I don't know, but that's another story, guys. All right, we're right here, critical area. That breaks, we're going to 180, possibly lower. All right, you can see the chart on the weekly. It just, if it can't get above this area, this is big. It's not going anywhere. All right, bulls, you got to make a run. Got to get back above all the MAs and the 300. It gets to 300, then maybe higher. If it stays down this range, look at that, down sideways. Big range now. Your range is 180 to 260 now. Do we go back down to 180? Go back down to 160? I mean, look what we did here. Is that the range then? And I'm going to be watching for it. If this breaks, though, I might take a long down in here with shares. Goes a little bit lower, I'll be adding around 150 to 143. Get my average price right around that 164-ish area, and then I'll hold. This one will most likely go up. That's a channeling stock, all right? All right, I think that's going to be it. It's Friday, guys. Man, what a week we had. And then today, oh my gosh, what the hell happened there? Trump tweeting, it was lights out. So what I'm going to tell you, what I tell my members, small positions, guys, take it easy. If you're new to trading, just watch. Don't try to be a hero. It was buy the dip for years. Everyone's like, oh, I just buy the dip. And now it's like, whoa, I'm buying the dip, and it's just not working really. Worked for a little while, but bulls don't know how to take profits. You get a nice bounce like this, you get the hell out. You short this thing, comes down, you get the hell out. You get the bounce, you get the hell out. All right? Look at these bounces. Look at this. If that's the channel, guys, ooh, that's going to be sweet. 60 to 80. All right? At least 50 will get, maybe even 40 points. You do 300-400 shares of that, guys. Boom. You got a smaller account. You got a bigger account. You start doing 1,000, 2,000 shares of this. Yeah, now you're talking. You get those 40-point moves. Boom. Up or down, I don't care. I'll short or go long. And that, we should have shorted. But after the fact, always easier to see. All right, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Guys, $30 a month. We've been kicking ass, taking names. You get technicals like this. Hopefully, I'll be going live. I went live today on YouTube. That's why you subscribe. We had fun today, too. Go check it out. It's going to pop up here right at the end of the video, I think. Hopefully, I'll link it or do something like that. But all right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate you guys. Like the video. God bless. See you on the charts.